Howdy, howdy, folks. We have big news to talk about with Tophia. She is officially homeless. Yes, she's homeless. I don't know what happened to the shelter or anything. I don't know if she has anywhere to really stay, but she's homeless. And am I happy? I don't wish to comment. But she also decided to start doing something so stupid. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get into the video.
I have an emergency. Can anyone help me out and send it to my PayPal? I'd appreciate it. I know what the trolls are gonna say, but I need safe shelter for the night. My Cash App is down, my PayPal link is in my beacon link. And for those asking if I'm okay, no, I'm not okay. I keep being put in danger. I'll have to sleep outside in a tent if I do not get help. I can't explain the whole situation cause it's personal. I'd like to not give my personal business out here for my safety.
And she's already out here guilt-tripping people for money. Yes, I know it. I knew it was going to happen. The second I heard that she was homeless, I already knew that there's going to be a story of her begging for money. Nobody should be giving her any money. It's going to be the biggest financial waste of anybody's time on this earth. We just need to stop giving Tophia money. Seriously.
She's playing y'all. LOL her on the dollar machine. Y'all are nosy. No, I didn't gamble my money. This girl gave me money to play at the casino. She said, "Do you want to go to the casino?" I said sure, but I don't have any money cause I wanted to get out. She pulled out money she had to play. I don't understand why y'all are everywhere stalking me to spread false rumors. I'm broke, yet y'all say I'm spending money. Make it make sense.
Tophia, I want you to make it make sense for me. Why would somebody... Well, first off, why would somebody give you their money to gamble with? I've never heard that happening. I don't think I've heard one story of somebody being so generous to give money away for them to gamble it. I've never heard of that. Also, you are broke because you're doing dumb shit like this. You're gambling when you should be looking for employment. You should be looking for a job. But no, you're gambling. You're homeless and you're gambling. This is absolutely bewildering. Tophia, I hope you don't get that GoFundMe money. And quite frankly, I hope you don't get any money for the rest of your life. I hope you literally have to live on the street. Because, quite frankly, you've shown time and time again that you are not financially responsible in the slightest.
I need this whole outfit cause this is cute.
So I don't know if you're going to hear me because I have my headphones on. But let me explain something. I shouldn't have to explain this whole situation, but I'm going to explain it, and I'm going to condense it very, very small because I'm not going to give up details. So anyway, some stuff happened. I was being dropped off at another shelter, and this girl was like, "Hey, do you want to stay with me in my motel room so you don't have to stay in the shelter?" She didn't feel it was right for me to stay in the shelter, so she asked me if I would stay there at the motel room. I was like, sure, because that is very kind of someone to offer. I had been going through a really rough couple of days that is very horrible considering my situation and what I have to constantly keep going through. So yeah, I really just wanted to get a good night's sleep.
This heat is no joke. I'm already getting sick and dehydrated. Y'all think it's funny, my situation. All I have ever done is been kind to people who deserve it. I just need housing, that's all. Everyone else gets it with a job, and yet I was in a violent crime, me and my mom, and my mother was shot, had a health problem but can't get housing. It's crazy. Y'all act like you know, but you don't.
Tophia, it looks like to me like you have no fucking clue what you're talking about. Just because you were a victim of a violent crime does not make you instantly worthy of getting free housing. No, if anybody should get free housing, it's veterans, not you. Yes, people get houses with jobs because they're working. They are contributing to society. What have you contributed to society? What has earned you contributed to society? Nothing. Veterans contributed more to our country's stability than you have. So I'd much rather a homeless veteran get a house than your fat ass, Tophia. My apologies. I feel like that's something that everybody's going to be thinking. But you don't deserve a house just because you were a victim.
So the girl that took me to the casino, she she was around gambling, so she gambled most of her money because she gave me 80. And then she said, she was like, oh girl, we spent 400. She said we gambled 400. We didn't win really nothing. Well, I didn't win anything, and neither did she. But she said I gambled most of my money because she's going into a program for a year that'll help her get housing. So yeah, that's why she wasn't in the photo, because she was walking around gambling. And that's the reason why I'm not gonna like film somebody without their knowledge and put them on my platform, considering the fact that she was somewhere's gambling. We took a lift back because we had to meet someone else who was staying with us because he has cancer and they couldn't find him a place to stay. There was a whole issue with that too. There was a caseworker on the Reddit that had already explained everything that I'm trying to explain to you. It is very hard to get housing when places want 2 to 3 times the rent. You are not going to make that working anywhere, even if you get a job. And to say that I'm making an excuse to get a job, no, I'm not. I got paid $2,400 to do an ad for Temu. I'm having a hard time getting that payment. I cannot get that payment.
Hey, Tophia, while you were literally living with your parents, you could have gotten a job, like last year. You could have gotten a job, saved up, like, I don't know, 4 months of work, and have been able to pay first month's rent, because obviously most places are going to want 2 to 3 times first month's rent, but second month's rent, it's going to be significantly less. Now, that could be because it's like a security deposit or something, or they just want to make sure that like you're not going to flake on them, so they have you pay 2 to 3 times first month. But trust me, you could have gotten an apartment. You could have, while you were staying at home with your fucking parents, you could have gotten a job, saved 3, 4, maybe even 5, 6 months, and gotten an apartment. And I can assure you, if you still kept that apartment with this whole thing going on, you probably could still be in there. But no, you're a lazy bum.
Once I get that payment, I can work on getting a car. That's the thing. I can only slowly work on getting things. Right now, I'm slowly trying to work on getting housing, which is very hard to get housing. There are other people getting housing before me that have no jobs, nothing, but I'm a victim of a crime. I deserve to be in a house and be safe, but I'm being put in danger constantly. People have to stop acting like they know solutions that don't work. It does not work. I am telling you, what you suggested does not work. I literally know a couple people, considering that I've met a couple people at the shelter that are working and still can't afford a place to live. That's not logical, especially with Albuquerque. Sorry, that's what someone called it at the shelter. It is high in crime here in Albuquerque, and it is a very dangerous city to live in. And yet people want to drive around, think everything's a joke, laugh, and be funny and be like, I have a bed, I have a house, I have this, I have that. There are children out in the streets, there are children out in this heat that have no place to live, and you think that being homeless is just some sort of joke because someone is lazy. That's not how it works. I'm just trying to get the resources to get a place. I'm not trying to have my First Amendment rights taken away by being told if I take something, then I can't. I want freedom, and I'm tired of having stipulations with things. So, I want to address something somebody said. Someone said, your intention shouldn't be gambling. What did I literally say? I literally said that she offered to go to the casino. I said, sure, because I wanted to get out.
Tophia, you could have gone out and went job hunting. That doesn't make any sense. You could say, it really just doesn't make sense. You could get outside and look for jobs. Go place to place. Go to Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Subway, McDonald's, 7-Eleven, Kroger, Walmart, any of these fucking places. You could have gone out, had the sunlight. Hell, while you were going to each place, you could have live streamed. But no, you decided to take time out of your life to gamble somebody else's money. That doesn't make any sense, Tophia. If you're gonna make an argument, make it believable and make it make sense. Well, ladies and gents, that's gonna be it for me. Well, Tophia, that is. That's because the rest of the video is just her yapping about somebody's hairstyle and talking about how shelters aren't for to help people when they're looking for jobs, which I guess that could also be a reason. Like people can go to shelters when they're looking for jobs and they're not housed, but she was just yapping about absolutely nothing. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, consider joining the channel. The cheapest tier is $2.99. That is the price of a king-sized Kit Kat bar. Tell me, who doesn't want a Kit Kat? If you don't like Kit Kats, you're weird. But anyways, yeah. If you don't wanna spend money on me, you can always just subscribe, like and subscribe, comment how you feel, or just comment whatever you want. It's free and it still helps out the channel. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me, folks. I'm probably gonna make another update on Roblox because a lot of shit's happened. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me, folks. I'll see all of you amazing people on the other side.